Alrighty, so I thought that this video was long overdue. Hey team, how's it going? Happy Juneteenth for those who celebrated. Happy 4th of July for those that are here in the States. Hope everyone is doing well during this terrible coronavirus time. If you are in Florida or in Texas or in New York, as you know, our numbers have been increasing, so please stay safe. But yeah, I want to make this video so that all of you guys are up to date with what we've been working on. We've been a little bit silent. There's a lot of new things that is in the game that you may not know. And so I'm going to discuss those things. We don't want to show these publicly just yet because they're very early stages, very infant stages. Things are going to change as we get things approved. So let's start with the Sanjali base. As you know, we have switched from forward rendering to deferred rendering, which is allowing us some new things. We're getting slightly better visuals from this, better fog, better blacks in the shadows. You know, it looks slightly more next gen, or I mean, well, current gen, really. You know, reflections in the water. We can see, you know, the boat being reflected here. So obviously it is a little more taxing on the GPU and the CPU, and so we do have to be mindful for that because this is a game coming out for Switch and for PlayStation 4. But so far it's running relatively pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with that. And of course, as we continue to optimize it, it will get better and better over time. So this is the first new addition. This is a little boat. And this is something that obviously the design is going to change completely as time goes by, but I'm just putting it in for now so we can get a better understanding of how it's going to work. And essentially this boat is where Willow and Jahi can come and rest and go in their own personal crate and be able to put little trinkets in here and change their outfits, all that stuff in this little space. And this is sort of like a movable home, a movable home for them. And they can come from the base to the actual village using this boat. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like. Now, the skybox is going to be going rather quickly. It goes from day to night in about 1 minute, just for testing purposes. But anyway, we can take a look at this boat here. And up here on these shelves here, you can, you know, obviously put trinkets up here, and you can rest here. And you have your little crate here where you can change your clothes, and possibly here a little mini game where you and Willow can play, maybe a chess game or whatever the case may be. We'll figure it out. Maybe some sort of Twakili game that we learn. Willow's character model is still freaking out. But I'll fix that very soon. So that's what this boat is. And it's just a fun little thing. Obviously, it's going to change over time. But this is what that is. You can see the cloth are moving. We're using that that material that we had, the cloth material that I showed in the devlog. And we got that in here. And it's looking rather pretty well. Okay, nice. So let's take a look at the new sky system. So as you already saw, the sky system now allows for dynamic day to night cycles. We also are going to work on dynamic weather. The water shader had to be changed as well, in addition to those nice reflections that you see there. It also has a day to night cycle, the water as well, so that it correctly displays, or sorry, correctly reflects what the sky is showing. So that's something new as well. And we also have binoculars in the game. So I'm going to show you that. If I press the B button, you can see binoculars, and this will help us out. Willow, get out my view, Willow. You can take a look at that beautiful sky as it goes from day to night. Nice. And we can take a look at those binoculars. So as you can see right now, I can't really see what's going on over there. So I'll go ahead and zoom in with my binoculars. Zoom in even more, and as you can see, it is clear and crisp. You can very clearly see what is happening over there. This will be very helpful in stealth missions. Very helpful for scouting things out. You know, and I think that's going to be a great addition. Now, the character movement, as you can see, there's some glitching going on with the sprinting and stuff. We're going to start working on bilateral movement, so you'll be able to move left and right and backwards, including forwards, and we'll be tweaking that sprint animation very soon. So next time you see it, the character movement is going to be completely updated. It's going to look really good. Let's take a look at the conversation system. And just look at this map at night. It looks really nice. You can see how the light is glowing over here on the different materials on this aluminum that's supposed to be sort of like with lava in there when it's done, and you can see how this space really looks at night. It's great. So let's try talking to this guy. Actually, we'll try it. We'll try it in another space. Okay, let's try talking to this guy. Willow can stay over here as she is.
Let's go. I got this.
Glitching out. All right.
Common sense is that you don't touch anything, right?
So I think you guys seen this already. As you can see, whenever we're putting emphasis on something, it turns it red and bolded. That's going to be very
Your
helpful.
friend
for
is not even
storytelling.
from Mala, and yet her manners are okay.
And I showed this already in our little devlog, but in addition to this, I can now cancel conversations, which we couldn't do before. It was not a pleasure talking to you. And I'm able to just walk out of there. So, yep, you're able to cancel. Looks like things are getting a little choppy here. It's probably because we're building navigation, so we'll wait a little bit for that to be done. Getting smoother now. Things are getting smoother now. Alrighty. So we'll move on to the inventory system. So let's pick some stuff up here. Things are still a little choppy. Let's take a look at the frame rate and see what is going on here. Frame rate seems fine, so something is happening with the camera. Not sure what's going on, but I will solve that at another time. So let's go ahead and pick up some items. As you may know, actually it may have something to do with the binocular system. Oh, you know what that is? That is screen tearing. Anyway, so we are going to have a farming system, and Vishal is working on that, and we will show that in a later system. So you will be able to plant seeds and make crops for you to eat at a later time. But right now, we're going to take a look at the inventory system. So you can look at our left here. We're picking up stuff, and this is things that you are familiar with. Got some berries and some apples here and some oranges on the floor here. And let's take a look at our new inventory. So this is what the new inventory looks like. And I think you saw this already in our devlog. But the new additions to it is our character here on the right. And he will be able to show some animation. So when we eat something, you know, if I eat berries, well, it won't let me eat because my health is full. So I'm going to go into the fire and kill myself a bit. As you can see. And we'll go over here and pick up some stuff. Nice. So let's eat some berries. There we go. So you can see that health is displaying what it is that, you know, our current health is. And if I go and I try to eat something else, it won't let me. And what's also new is grouping. So let's show you what that looks like. So if I want to drop something, I can drop one. And you can see that right in front of me. And I can now pick it up on the left. I got one. If I drop 3 this time,
Yeah.
I try to pick it up. You see 3. And what I found pretty interesting is if I drop some, and I go back into my inventory, and I drop some more. I don't know why he's attacking every time I get out. You can see +5, +4. I think it was kind of messed up there because I attacked there. But yeah, you can see that they are grouped, which is pretty nice. Let's try out that new binocular system. Let's see how helpful it can be. So I can very clearly hear that there's two very shiny guards over here on patrol. And there's a red X over there. If I aim myself properly, I can possibly kill all of them at one given spook. Still have some glitches with the animation system. And yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Very nice. So my health is a little low, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat some stuff. And there you go. You can see now my health has went up a bit. We also have a parachute sort of system, or a glider rather. And again, it's very early stages. But you can see I can glide there. And that's all new. You can also attack crates now. So before you had to shoot them, but now I can attack them.
Got it.
And oh, we got ourselves a glitch here. But I blew the crap out of Jahi there. And I guess Willow is out of commission due to glitching, I guess. And this is why we can't publicize this game just yet. So yeah, there you go. You can now kick them. And Gurgit is working on the ability to be able to pick them up and throw them. So that's going to be pretty nice once that's done.